Yo, hello everybody, Zenas here. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Zenas, and I make girl voice trolling videos for the past 8 months, I think. A lot of people have asked me how I did it, and here's everything I learned and all the theory about making the voice of the other gender and how to do it healthily. Of course, everything is without a voice changer. So, let's jump right in. On October 21st, 2021, I was chilling on YouTube and I found about all these girl voice training tutorials on the internet. I was already following voice trans lessons and I was surprised by how people could do it, and I was like, I can never imagine doing it. And yeah, I did it. But anyways, the unfortunate part, I mean, unfortunate for me, not for you, the first 2 hours of practice were actually recorded. And yes, you're gonna hear me after 2 hours of practice. No, I do not sound like a girl, but here's the exclusive recording.
Hey.
Hey,
Hi.
Hey, what's up? How you guys doing?
Rudy Cassie. Yeah, playing with avatars.
Oh,
Boop.
alright.
Boop, boop.
You guys speaking French?
Yeah, we do.
Ok, c'est cool. Bah moi aussi du coup.
Whoosh.
Yeah, no wonder why there was a cringe warning. Basically, what I did there is I spoke with less volume, and then I tried to pitch it up. But there's a lot of problem with that. It's actually not the right thing to do, but I was not aware, and I tried to follow the most tutorials I was seeing on the internet. And the thing is, I was pretty much like, I'm never gonna be able to do it, and then I was about to abandon. But like 2 days later, I recorded this.
That's not your voice.
What do you mean? Yes, it is, man.
And I can prove it to
The girl voice,
like if I
man.
clap in my hands.
There's no voice changer, right? And I can go back to my normal voice right now. Yeah. I don't do anything. Yeah, it's literally my voice.
That's crazy. He has the talent, bro. He has the talent.
And you might have seen it somewhere. It's actually the first clip of my first video, and it's the first time I ever trolled people. And this is the first time it's been recorded. And yeah, I was thinking that my voice was still not good. Although in these 2 days I had a lot going on with my training. And as people wanted to know why in only 2 days I was able to do that, I wanted to make a video to share everything I knew and everything I learned. Also, I'm gonna make another video about me responding to all the questions you ask me, so if you have struggle, if you have a problem with your training, if you have struggle, if you just anything about the girl voice that you want to ask, just ask it in the comments and I will make another video on responding to every single comment I receive. Okay, now that this has been said, let's move on to the video. And yeah, intro is done. Okay, so the first thing is pitch. To actually see that, you can pretty much do anything you want. As soon as you have like a keyboard or some kind of plugins that help you. What I mean by that is, let me show you. Okay, so here I have Autotune, the waves from like waves, and this Autotune actually does quite a good job at like picking frequencies, and like whenever you speak, the note is described right here, so it goes from like C1, but here it's actually C2 on the piano, but it's a C1 harmonic, and then it goes up, C3 being the C4, so the middle C is here. Yeah, there we go. I can barely reach it in chest. I think in chest I can only like go ooh. Yeah, my chest voice is stopped at middle C, so that's about me. If I actually push, I can go more upper. Like I think I went to like G or A, or right there, But that was just by pushing, and that is bad for the vocal cords, so don't ever try to go higher in pitch. They will tell you that pitch is not important, but for me it was, because I could barely, like, there, like, E, maybe F3 was actually high for me. Like, oh, yeah, that's high, that's definitely high. So yeah, and you can test your range basically like that. If you do not have a auto-tune, whatever, do like, what if I actually can record? I think I can record my phone. Yeah, right there. Okay, so you can see my phone right here. Gonna act like this is normal, and you can tap on, like, you can download, I think it's called shit. Yeah, voice tools right here. I can't really see. And here, if you like speak, you know, you'll recognize that your voice is listed here. So yeah, and you can test your range like that. Yeah, it doesn't even detect lower. Ooh. Oh yeah, it actually does. Okay. So basically, and here in tone, you have like all the you have the real-time pitch you're making, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, don't pay attention to that. But yeah, you can see pretty much where is male, female, and all the basic whatever. That's pretty cool actually. And if you don't want that, or you can also get a piano. Here is a piano. I can make noise if I actually... Fuck you. I do not care about you. Oh wow. Boom, 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 boom. Oh dad, I only played piano for 2 years. Okay. So yeah, you can have like a piano. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Okay, so the reason I'm starting with pitch here is because when you know your vocal range, and you know down the lowest and the highest note you can do, you actually know your voice. And what I mean by that is that by knowing your vocal range, and by knowing what you can do with your voice, and what are the limits, and what is possible to do, you're gonna be able to work on your voice. Because what you need to know is that it's much more important to actually work on knowing your voice more than on knowing what to apply to your voice. So with pitch here, what's important to know is that there is a note where your resonance will go away automatically. Male resonance I'm talking about. You always technically have resonance, but the male-ish resonance, or the girlish resonance, if you're a girl trying to do a male voice, will always go away starting from a certain frequency. And usually that is an octave above or lower what you usually speak in. So what you want to do is speak normally and try to speak that exact same sentence the octave above, and not just 2 or 3 notes above. I'm talking about a whole octave. So if like I do la la la, I'm gonna do la la la, and not la la la, or just higher. It's not just higher, you need to do it the octave above, like an actual whole octave. In my case, my girl voice does not go below A3, because I found out that when I go below A3, I tend to go deeper and I tend to reveal my voice. And whenever there is a note that goes below A3, people tend to actually know what's going on. But if I stay above A3, everything is fine, I don't have male resonance, and I'm pretty good with it. Because my method of doing the girl voice does not allow me to go below A3 to be convincing. If, of course, I wanted to go below A3, I would need to put more efforts on doing a different type of tone, which is a more mommy type of tone.
Hello there. Hello. How are you doing? Oh, I'm trying out my mommy voice. I don't know if it works. I don't know if it's good. Oh, does it work? Really? Thank you. I don't.
Sorry, my bad. Okay, yeah.
What's up?
You okay, man?
But yeah, that's what you need to know. For pitch, I think that's pretty much it, right? Yeah, for pitch, you're pretty much done if you know that. Oh, also, yeah, talking about this genetic limit. Yeah, I'm sorry. You cannot go lower than your genetic limit. You can always train to gain, your notes of your vocal range easier, but you can never train your voice to actually gain notes, especially in the lower register. If you try to work on it to go lower and to gain like a whole octave in a day, you're never gonna make it, especially in the lower register. Never do that, never force. You're gonna actually damage your chords if you're forcing, so and it will tend to actually do the opposite thing you're wanting them to do. So never force on your vocal cords, that's what I will advise.
Okay, now that you're pretty much fixed on the subject of pitch, we're gonna go into the details of the different techniques to actually do the voice of the other gender. So for female to male vocal training, the only thing that you can actually do is give more cavity to your voice. What I mean by that is, you see when you yawn, like, oh, you actually make more space in your mouth. And that's basically what you want to do. You speak with a masculine accent, and that's pretty much how you can get the voice right. Now, in my case, for male to female vocal training, there's actually 3 different ways to do it. So the first one, which I don't recommend doing, but I've seen it, it's going in head voice or falsetto register. So what I mean by that is, you see when you use your chest voice to speak, higher there is head voice, and falsetto, and those 2 registers, well, falsetto is technically a part of, well, everything is a part of your voice, but yeah, are not the chest voice, and those are not the voice you're used to doing usually. I won't recommend it because you'll crack, but basically what you have to do if you want to do that is just going to the register. I cannot do that without like cracking. And then you just apply the accent, make your mouth thinner. Okay, so the second method is the swallowing method. It's the one I used to see the most on the internet. It's not the one I did, but it's another method. So basically what you do from there is you swallow. I'm dumb, I actually did it. And then you actually remember the position of your larynx from like that swallowing, and you want to keep that in position, and you want to keep your larynx up that way. It's very not hard to do, and it helps you to actually control your larynx more, and from that you can actually speak higher with the tone. It helps a lot with the tone because, well, larynx. So go for the second method if you're really familiar with mimicking. That's what I would recommend doing. Now, the third method is the one I used. It's weird. It's the same thing, but basically skipping steps. It's weird, I know, but that's how I managed to do it in 2 days. So that's the lazy method, I would call it. What you need to do for that lazy method is just like see your pitch, for example. I had it opened. Haha. Okay, so my method is simple. Once you have your pitch visualizer, or you can get the pitch, you memorize C4. That's the note you have to memorize. If you cannot do it, because if it might be too high, I don't know, I mean that might be too high for you, you can like go to your highest possible note, but basically you have to yell it with volume. So basically you're gonna close your lips. Okay? Once that's done, of course I'm not gonna do it all the time because I won't be able to speak. Pretty facts.
what you're gonna do is do the note. You're gonna want to close your mouth, although your lips are already closed. And that's gonna be weird, but basically, you're gonna close your mouth and your tongue is gonna go to your palate. And this is really important to notice because you're gonna notice that the sound will get thinner. Once you stick your tongue to your palate, once you notice that, you're gonna want to make your tongue always close to your palate when you speak. Like the closest possible, just like barely opening for sound. And of course, in the beginning, you're not forced to speak. You can just make sound like
Hey, yo, yeah.
And of course, you can try lower at first, like that's fine. And then you can also apply higher, like I can't. Okay, but you can try higher. Of course, I cannot because my chest voice does not go that high. But basically, that can do it. Once you're done noticing what your tongue can do in terms of tone and in terms of everything, you're pretty much done. What we're gonna try to do is keep that position when you speak. So,
Hey, yo.
and that's gonna be easy. Of course, you're not gonna make it at first. Don't worry, do not panic. The thing is to play with it. You have to play around. Never do like, oh crap, it doesn't work, I'm gonna let everything down. Even if it doesn't work after a week, you're still gonna notice new things. For example, so for me, in my last video, some people have told me that my voice was actually better from last time. And this is because I noticed a new point, which is nasality. And nasality can be, it's actually the thing in the back of your like nose. It's really weird. It's like muscle. It's a muscle at the back of your nose that if you treat him well, or if you halfly close it, it can also increase to lower cavity. But that's really, really polishing. I'm just helping some people who would maybe be stuck with some methods on the internet. It can be really confusing. Here's another method you can use. I hope this is helpful, by the way. But yeah, also for training, and here I'm talking about consistency. You don't have to be consistent. For example, me, when I do the girl voice, I can literally leave it for a month, which I just did. And I'm still gonna be able to do it exactly the same way because of muscle memory. Thing is, I didn't have muscle memory at the first month, I think. I'm pretty sure I didn't have that. Like I had to like actually do the tricks muted and then speak. But getting back on what I said, for consistency training, what can help, and that is really important, singing. I know people often don't sing, but if you do sing and if you actually enjoy doing it alone, you can try to do it the octave above. I would recommend that because that's what I did since I'm 12, because I wanted not to have a deep voice. So I always sang higher with a higher tone. If I were to speak high, I know that instead of doing whoa, I'm gonna do like it's a tone that you get when you sing. I can't really describe it, but it's really special. And I got it over time again. That's like consistent practice. But I got it while singing, basically higher. And yeah, that's it. Do I have another thing to say? Oh yeah, know that this video is not completely finished, because I'm technically gonna be adding more while responding to the comments you give me. But I really wanted to give a base, like the basics, to everybody who needs it, because I got asked like how I did the voice, because I told you guys that my technique was different. I'm sorry if it's not complete enough to your liking, but I'm gonna try to improve. I can make episode 2, 3, 4, I don't know, just tell me. I can also precise points, just leave it questions down below in the comments. Next video is gonna be about the microphone settings tutorial, and I'm also gonna speak about voice there. So if you want to check that out, just do that. I hope that you guys have an amazing day, an amazing night, whatever it is for you. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. And also, thank you so much for the support. It really means a lot to me. I hope that you like my content still, even though I might not do it right. I don't know. But thank you guys for following. It really means a lot to me. And see you guys in the next one, I guess? Yay! Bye-bye! Oh, and stay hydrated. Do it healthy, okay? Water every 30 minutes helps. Like, instead of taking a big water every 2 hours, you take a bit, but like every 30 minutes. Does that make sense? I don't know. But healthier. Yay, do that. Bye-bye.